Hi y'all, Kate Thomas here with Blazing Hearts Horsemanship. I just wanted to introduce the new horse I'm working with. I'm going to be working with him. His name is Red for the next 6 weeks. The owner wants to find a good home for him. Nope, he's out of frame. Here, bud. Owner wants to find a good home for him, so I'm going to help her get him ready for that, and hopefully one of you guys will be interested in him. So I'll keep a little video log of how our training sessions go. So stay tuned. Thanks. Thank you, ma'am. All right, Mr. Red, can we back?
So here I'm just getting ready to get Red into position, and he ends up backing up so lightly that I didn't have to pull on the rope, just responding to my energy, which was a nice surprise. So this is the second time that I have worked with Red. The first time was about 2 weeks prior, where we did an evaluation to see where Red was at and the goals of the owner, which is to find him a good, permanent, loving home. And about how long and how often I was going to be working with him. So we decided to go forward with about 6 weeks and see where he is, just get a little bit of a refresher going on him. So here I am working on seeing how good his hip disengagement is, as well as moving his shoulders away from me, how he circles me. It's just about creating a little bit of communication and getting to know each other right here.
Back. Back. Good boy. Good boy.
Since Red is a senior horse, we take things a little bit slow, and I'm just letting him warm up, engaging his mind, making sure he doesn't rush through things.
Okay, thank you. Easy.
So you can see I got a little firmer with Red and asking him to disengage his hip and really turn towards me. His herd is over there on that other side, and he is really drawn to them, so he's a little bit herd sour still. So I was just working through that and doing lots of turns to engage his mind.
boy. Good boy. Good boy.
So as you can see here, he's starting to walk around a lot nicer. He's paying more attention to me and my body language. His head stays fairly level with his withers, and he starts to respond to my body language better. He's a little more comfortable walking out. All good signs.
Somebody knows the breath exhale to stop.
Yes.
Really well.
When I very first started working with him, he was only like 3.5, 4 years old. To get him to stop being so skittish and shy of everything and spooky, I literally tied plastic bags, boxes, all around the little roundup pen and exercise pen. And I would make noises out the wahoo. He was so skittish. Now he's normal since then.
Good boy.
And I used to lunge him. Once he got consistent with it, comfortable, I would lunge him anywhere. So that he would get used to being ready to work anywhere. Environment and stuff. And he has been on No, I've never taken him on a trail ride.
Back. Back. I know you like it. Back. Back. Good boy.
So you'll see me throughout do this check-in with him. It's where I hold my hand out and see if he touches me. I like to do that just as a mental check-in, see where he's at, see if he's still interested in engaging with me. I like to use the touch check-in method for a lot of different reasons. I also use it to help with stretching or to help them experience new objects. It brings out the curiosity part of their mind.
Especially if you're upset about something. The one thing he is, you have to have a good farrier work with him.
Here's a little break for me to scratch on him and just really give him a good scratching so he enjoys it. I want to be a positive experience for Red. I want him to enjoy our sessions. So I always try to do things in the middle of our sessions to break it up a little bit. So here I'm scratching him on one of his favorite places, which is his withers.
He's so beautiful. He'll become your best friend.
Here I brought Red up closer to the camera so you can see me do the check-in with him as well as scratch his withers and be able to see his expressions on his face a little bit better.
He lived in a pasture before I had him. Since I've had him, he's been in stalls at night. He likes his stalls. He loves shaving. He loves his head.
Oh, look how flexible you are.
Uh-huh.
You want to scratch my back?
I scratch his back so he wants to scratch mine.
Oh, geez. Oh.
You have to, if he's in the stalls during bad weather, his skin, when it's pelting down rain, it really hurts his skin. I don't know why. He doesn't have the thick coat like other horses do. You know? He has a sherbet coat.
Yeah.
Then it's thick. His hair. And if it starts pelting down rain, he knows that he gets to go in the stall because it hurts.
So here I'm seeing how he gives to pressure on his head right by his pole. I have my hand up there and he's a little bit resistant to it. I'm not increasing pressure. He also started to come in towards my face, so I had to move my head. You always want to be conscious of that because they can definitely get reactive to it. But I'll just wait on him to give even just a little bit, and once he does, I retreat and then I'll come back and do it again. You can see he was much quicker that second time. So here I'm seeing how he gives to pressure on his head right by his pole. I have my hand up there and he's a little bit resistant to it. I'm not increasing pressure. He also started to come in towards my face, so I had to move my head. You always want to be conscious of that because they can definitely get reactive to it. But I'll just wait on him to give even just a little bit, and once he does, I retreat and then I'll come back and do it again. You can see he was much quicker that second time.
Not so sure about it.
Whenever I can't reach his neck, his head, I tell him, I can't reach it, put your head down. And he lowers his head.
What's out there? We see something.
Uh-huh.
Now you can see he's a little more distracted. He's got the horses making some noise over there, his friends over there, so I'm just letting him watch. He's too distracted to focus too much on me, but I'll do a little something to see if I can regain his focus. Over time, I'll be a little more persistent about asking for his focus again. So for here, it'll just be quiet. Just can he drop his head just a little bit? Will he bring his ears back to me? Just little quiet things to engage his mind again.
Good. Good.
So now I'm asking to drop his head with the pressure of the halter itself. So I have my hand on the lead rope, pulling down slightly. I get to a point in pressure and then I just hold and wait on him. So you notice that I just kind of put a certain amount of pressure on that lead rope and I'm not asking with any more pressure. I'm just simply holding that pressure and waiting on him to respond to it. And as soon as he does, he gives me a really big drop, drops his nose all the way to the ground.
Good job.
He's very personal.
Now he's smelling my breath and connecting with me. He's processing, licking and chewing.
There, that's a good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
And he'll lower his head so you put his hold on. If he doesn't, then tell him. And he will.
Here I am back to asking him to drop his head with just the pressure of my hand, and you can see he's not as reactive to it. So right here I have to give up a big block and it startles him. The reason I do this block is because he's not been wanting me on that side of him as much. And so I need to establish the boundary that when I'm on that side of him, I want only that eye. I don't want the other eye. If he gets his other eye over on the other side of me, he is more likely to be able to push me over and use his weight against me. So that's a reason why I block that.
Good boy.
You can also walk under his neck and do things under his neck.
I want to make sure that I ask him to drop his head from both sides of his body. Basically, when you have one horse, you have two brains, and it's good to do things from both sides of the horse.
Thank you. Okay, back. 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 Good boy. Back. Back. Good boy.
So now that we've had a lot of time of standing and dropping his head, it's time to see how he moves off on the circle again. See how he responds to me asking his shoulders to move out and away and go around me in a circle. See where his strong points are, see where his weak points are now that we've had some mental stimulation.
Red, truck. That's right. I'm not used to your noise.
I know.
Truck. Good.
He responds pretty lightly, asking him into the trot.
That's enough. As long as he's going, I don't need to keep reminding him.
I know.
Good boy.
You're doing very, very good. You're a very good boy.
There. So what I'm going to be looking for as I'm working with him is to have his body more rounded on the circle rather than pulling away.
Uh-huh.
That way he's in a nicer frame and he can use his body better. Hey. And then part of that is also how much focus he has on me.
Yeah. You let you stop. You're not doing anything.
Back. Good. Good. Good
Yeah,
boy.
he learns quickly.
Good boy. Good boy. Red, walk. No. Red, walk. Good. So I'm teaching him to respond to my body language versus so much verbal cues.
Yeah. I know. You're doing very good.
He wants to do everything but look at me.
So we've just been playing around with getting him to trot, stay in a trot,
Trap.
and then also come back down into a walk when I ask, and seeing how much or how little pressure it takes to get him to respond. And as you can see, I don't have to get really animated with him. He's pretty light in how he responds. He responds to the more subtle cues, so we've just been expanding on
Good.
the communication.
Good boy. Good boy. Walk. Good. Good. Good boy. Walk. Walk. Good boy.
So here I'm getting him to change directions while staying in motion. So that's more of his shoulders moving around his hips while he's walking. So you'll notice that I really step back out of his way and then ask him to pivot his shoulders while he's walking. Giving him a lot more room and moving my feet helps him understand that he can stay going. And as you see, he gets stuck occasionally, but as he starts to figure it out, he moves a little more fluidly. These kind of techniques are handy for being able to guide a horse at a distance over, let's say, logs or around cones or barrels, do some figure eights, that sort of thing. So it's preparation for doing more in the future.
You're doing good. Come on.
Good boy.
So here you can see I'm working on some ground tying skills, which means that I can just step back, have him stand there. I can get to the end of the long rope and see if he stays. Asking him to stay there while I move back is a little bit challenging for him because he does like to be close. But he does a good job, and so I come back in and reward him.
Yeah, so good, huh?
He gets kisses when he's a good boy. Everybody kissing his nose over to you. You want a kiss?
You want a kiss? You want to give me a kiss? Here. Thank you.
So because Red's so good, I decided to go ahead and toss the rope on the ground and show you what real ground tying looks like. And then I wait and see if he's going to touch my hand, check in with him, and then the next time I go around, I don't even touch him, and he stays. Thanks for watching, y'all. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed what you saw.